So let's start Surplus Forex weekly forecast for the next upcoming week, May 25th, 2020 to May 29, 2020. As I always start with the USD index. Before I start with this, on a general note, I would say that for USD index, I believe that there's been some strained relations between US and China, so that'll push investors towards US dollar. So US dollar might rise in general. And as for the summary of the past week, I would say that we have done fairly well. We have met both targets on most of the pairs. We lost only on USD Swiss franc, and we could not make trades on GBPUSD and on gold, but rest we met both targets. All in all, we made about 531 pips, losing 35 pips on USD Swiss franc, so 496 pips. Over and above that, I followed the trends on some of the pairs, catching another 362 pips. So I made close to 858 pips last week. Impressive, not quite what we used to do when there were big spikes, but very, very good week, and hope you can join me next week to make more pips. And let's continue for USD index. As I was saying, that there are strained relations between US and China, and overall GDP data was dull, so that'll push with US currency on higher side. Let's go take look at the daily time frame. USD index as of now, it's above the EMA 17 and it's above the downtrend line on a daily time frame. Let's see on a 4-hour chart how I'm placing it. So I'm reversing my positions, going towards north. If it's as of now, it's above the EMA trend line, as we see on a 4-hour chart also, and above the downtrend line, and it's currently sitting at 99.80. so if it crosses 100.9 and it makes a test at 100.22, so I expect that we'll keep our first target 100.43 and it'll go up to 100.81. so that's what I'm expecting, that it'll rise. On the reverse side, again, I'm open on both sides. On reverse sides if it falls below 99.59, I'll make my entry at 99.54, first target 99.31, and second target at 99.12. Once again, my take on during upcoming week, my take on USD dollar will be bullish, and we'll set our entries accordingly for all the pairs. Let's go forward for Euro USD on a daily time frame. As we keep going, we'll keep discussing all the pairs, the past performance of all the pairs. For Euro USD, we met both the targets, and we captured about 84 pips. On a second run, I captured about 47 pips. So all in all, 130 pips for Euro USD last week. This week, I hope that you'll make a good profit out of on my ideas on this one. On Euro USD on a daily time frame, it's currently sitting below the uptrend line, though it's above the EMA 17 on a daily time frame, currently sitting at 109.02, and I expect it to fall further. It might rise up to 109.50 and then start falling from there. So let's see on a 4-hour chart. On a 4-hour chart, as I said, it's currently sitting at 109.02, and I expect it to fall further. It might rise close to 109.24, then starts falling from there. If it falls below 108.50, then I'll catch it at 108.42, my entry, and first target at 108.09 and second target at 107.79. On the reverse side, if it starts rising, breaks up the old resistance support at 109.24, and I'll make my entry at 109.33. Make sure it makes a good test here, and then I'll keep my first target at 109.66 and second target at 109.94. For GBPUSD, British Pound USD pair, on a daily time frame, as of now it's falling. I expect it to fall further. Last week we could not trade GBPUSD. It remained hovering there. So as of now it's sitting at 121.64 on a daily time frame. It's below EMA 17 and trending down. It might rise close to 123.04 and fall back again. So let's see on a 4-hour chart how I have put it. If it falls, as I said, it might rise close to 122.13, so way beyond that, and then it starts falling back again, crosses 122.13, then the entry will be 121.92. that will be my entry, and my first target will be 121.12 and second target will be 120.03. On the reverse side, if it starts rising, breaks the old pivot point, tests the first, makes the good test at 123.47, so I'll make my entry at 123.47, first target 124.36, second target as 125.11. On USDCAD is really hovering all the way between 141.40 and 139.06. that it's hovering between these for quite weeks now. So as of now it's above the downtrend line but below, finally following the major downtrend line. I expect it to rise from here, even though it's below EMA and even if it's below the major trend line, but it's crossed the downtrend line, the current trend line. So I expect it to rise from here, might fall back a bit close to 39.50 and then rise up from there. So let's see on a 4-hour chart. On a 4-hour chart, I see that currently it's sitting at 39.99, now 140, and from here if it drops below 139.50, I'll make sure it make a good test here below this uptrend line. So once it's 130 makes a test at 139.40, I'll make my entry here, and the first target 139.10, second target at 138.70. That's on the reverse side if it starts falling, but I expect it to rise, for I'm bullish on USD for the upcoming week. So it might be hovering close to 140.50, but if it makes a good test at 140.67, so that will be my entry point, 140.67, keeping my first target at 141.08 and second target at 141.65. It might hover close to 141.50, but I'm sure it'll cross and it'll go all the way up to 141.65. For USD Japanese yen, on a daily time frame, USD Japanese yen, last week we made about 45 pips on, met both the targets, as we met on USD Canadian, both the targets. Same as USD JPY, we met both targets, 45 pips, and plus on a second run I made 23 pips on over top, but it's still you can see it's hovering between 108 and 107.33. close to this point it'll be the good entry points. Once it breaks the downtrend line, or it breaks the uptrend line, both ways. As of now, sitting at 107.63, above the and is above EMA 17. That's what I always judge it at. Let's see on a 4-hour chart. I'm bullish on USD dollar, so that's why I'm keeping it upwards. My take is bullish on this, so I'll be long on this. 107.88. I expect it to make sure it makes a good test here. 107.88. It might go up close to 108, falls down, and then starts back. So that will be my entry point at 107.88. First target will be 108.05, and second target will be 108.31. On the reverse side, I have left enough room to drop below another 30-40 pips and below the support of 107.33. If it makes a good test here at 107.27, that will be the good entry point for us. 107.27, for it will be below this trend line, and that's the entry point, 107.27 again. Keeping first target 107.10, second target 106.88. So all in all, it might still keeps hovering here close to 107.88 and 107.33. That will be the point. But if it breaks this 107.88, go long for it. If it breaks below 107.33, go short for it. GBPUSD on a daily time frame. Kiwi as of now is falling for last 2 days. Had a good bullish run for last earlier 3 days of the past week. As of now, currently sitting at 60.98. So for the last week, for GBPUSD, we met both targets. We got 64 pips, and I followed the trend from there. And I grabbed another 56 pips here. All in all, very close to 120 pips. Alright traders, that's all from me for this week. You can get analysis, entries and exits on more pair at surplusforex.com. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please like, subscribe and share the video, and huge thanks to all the current participants who like, subscribe and share. For those who are new to Forex and now can get more information on trading Forex market from this book, I named it Forex Must-Haves, or by visiting website or surplusforex.com. I wish you all wonderful weekend and profitable trading in the week ahead, and see you next time.